I truly believe that my predecessor, Isaac Coleman, is pleased with the work that Operation Gateway is able to do with the grant that was made in honor of the work that he did. And I'll just share that with the Isaac Coleman Grant that Operation Gateway got from Buncombe County, we was able to utilize those resources to provide data, okay, on what's really needed for black men who are returning to Buncombe County after prison. And let me remind you, at Operation Gateway Incorporated, we serve more than just black people. You dig? We serve way more others than black, but we make sure we serve black. We make sure we serve black. And you may wonder, well, how do y'all do that? Well, keep in mind that a lot of the referrals that we get come by way of community. So we rocks with community. We be at community engagement events. If it's a table and opportunity, we there. If it ain't a table and opportunity, we still there. People see us, they see us at recovery meetings, they see us at church, they see us at community gatherings, they see us at the gym, they see us, you dig? So we get the referrals, they know what's up. You know, I grew up here, right here in these mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, and guess what? I'm reachable, I'm accessible, I'm one of them EDs. I be out there in them trenches from time to time. As a matter of fact, I'm headed to the detox center right now to do ministry. But yeah, we make sure we serve blacks. And when you look at the data, which is available, check us out, man. Follow us on social media, man. You'll be able to see what's up. We've been sharing more and more about the data, right? But when you look at it, the reason I think that Isaac Coleman is proud is because we was able to use funds that was made available in honor of him to be able to provide data, both quantitative and qualitative, that can be used to inform decisions made by government. We can tell you what's not working for black men coming to Buncombe County. And we can tell you what could potentially be a pilot. Yeah, a pilot to see how we can get ahead of the nonsense. You see? 4 out of 5 black men that come to Buncombe County after prison are from here. Keep that in mind. 4 out of 5. And only 44% of the white men that come to Buncombe County after prison are from here. We serve everybody. You best believe we love all people. Ain't a prejudice bone in our infrastructure. You dig? And we are blessed to have the opportunity to provide the data. And numbers matter, right? At first, I ain't really understand. I ain't even gonna say I ain't understand. I was just over people talk about numbers because guess what? I ain't had none. All I had was some stories. People that I rode up and down the elevator when I worked in the courthouse in the Justice Resource Center. You know, I stopped riding on the staff elevator because there were some people that work in the system that still seen the old version of me, and I could tell how weird it would get on the elevator. And there were times when it felt just like the elevator that I used to ride when I was in prison. So I stopped riding the staff elevator and I would ride the one for the civilians. You did. And I would see people there up and down the elevator, and I would know the stories from when I was vaping. And I'd be going outside to go vape, you know, stressed out, dealing with, you know, the system or whatnot. And at the time I knew stories and I knew what was missing, but I ain't had data. I ain't had the numbers. I didn't have a software for tracking what it is that I was trying to, you know, the story I was trying to tell. But now I do. Now I do. Got it now. And guess what, my people? Y'all keep praying for us because we got a story to tell now. Good God Almighty. And we don't discriminate for those that try to push that false narrative that we only serve black people. That sounds stupid. That sounds stupid. I'm going to tell you why it sounds stupid. Because it ain't nothing, but in this county is less than 6% black. So how? With all the people we serve. Make sure you check out the Hurricane Helene video that Via Health sponsored, though, telling the story of 4 women who came home during Hurricane Helene. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check that out, because we out here, man, and it's powerful. But yeah, man, done this video because, you know, I'm proud of the work we were able to do with the Isaac Coleman Grant. I'm proud of that work that we were able to do, and the data that we're able to report back to stakeholders based off of the opportunity we had to do this work. And shout out to the software called Apricot. What y'all know about that Apricot? Yeah, we use that Apricot. Guess where I first learned about Apricot, though, y'all? The Justice Resource Center. And then I kept that same energy, kept that same Apricot energy. Apricot energy, that's a thing now. Kept that same energy when we started up Inclusive Hiring Partners and Accelerate Buncombe. And then we kept that same energy, that same Apricot energy whenever Operation Gateway got up and running. You know what I'm saying? Kept going with what I knew. And so we got data now, baby. Shout out to our data ninja, Tess Monty, and my executive assistant, Millie Mel. You know, they have been integral in the data stories I've been able to tell. And shout out to my boy Micah, who's been holding it down with the Empower program. You know, he's been able to help me out with making sure I got the numbers that I need. You know, this is a team effort. I'm just a big voice, and I'm going to use my voice to do big things so that I can help be a vessel for healing by way of the power that Jehovah Rapha has bestowed upon me. Y'all have a blessed one.